So good afternoon, and of course, howdy. So on behalf of the students, faculty, and administration of Texas A&M University, I want to extend a warm welcome to you, the family, and friends of our spring 2021 College of Nursing graduates. Thank you for joining us for this recognition ceremony. I'm Dr. Matthew Sorenson. I have the privilege of serving as Assistant Dean for Graduate Nursing Education and Professor in the College of Nursing. All of us in the College of Nursing are proud of our graduating students, and we're honored to have you here to mark this important milestone in their personal and professional lives. During today's recognition ceremony, we're going to have 118 Bachelor of Science and 35 Masters of Science nursing students that are honored. Additionally, we're going to present several student awards and college level awards. Can you hear me? Okay. I started to get a little reverb, and that's going to be unpleasant, so let's avoid that entirely. So now I have the privilege of introducing the members of our stage party. I'd like to ask that you offer some applause when the introductions are complete. Joining me here on stage, we have Dr. Sharon Dormeyer, who is Assistant Dean of Undergraduate Nursing Education and Professor, who will participate in the passing out of student awards. In addition, we have two professors who will be pinning baccalaureate students today. We have Dr. Elizabeth Wells-Beed, Clinical Assistant Professor. And Dr. Sherry Pulliam, Clinical Assistant Professor. And finally, we have Todd Stritz, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, who will be reading the names of the graduates as they come forward. I'd also like to recognize a few special guests who support our student body in a variety of ways. To our clinical partners, donors, preceptors, standardized patients, and other supporters of the College of Nursing, I want to offer some appreciation for all of your support. We know we can't provide the excellent education that we're known for without that assistance and without your efforts as well, so thank you. Next, I would like to thank the faculty members, other administrations, coordinators, and staff of the college, so please stand and be recognized. I know many of you are here today because you've helped organize this and keep this on track. So the leadership and commitment that they display towards ensuring that we have an excellent educational program is reflected in outstanding AGGY nurses, nurse educators, forensic nurses, nurse practitioners who are making an impact across our state. So it's truly an exciting day for our college family as we present the nursing pin to our students who receive their Bachelors of Science in Nursing and honor the Masters of Science nursing graduates with their master's degree hood. This morning, their degrees were bestowed upon them at commencement. They've worked very hard, made many sacrifices to earn these degrees. As our students will tell you, as our faculty will tell you, as pretty much any working nurse will tell you, nursing's challenging. It's a mentally challenging, physically challenging, but it can also be an extremely fulfilling and rewarding career. So before recognizing our graduates, I'd like to provide some insight about today's ceremony. The pin. So many other disciplines don't really have something that says, here's the transition, here's the mark that says you're now a graduate entering the profession. So this is a time-honored tradition for registered nurses, and it represents that transition from student to professional practicing nurse. Each school has a distinct pin. You'll see them in the hospital setting, you'll see them on the faculty. Everyone has a pin that looks a little bit different. And within our program, we have more information about our pin and why our pin has the design that it has. Wearing a pin is a source of pride. It symbolizes the rights and privileges that are earned by graduates of a program of nursing. And we hope that your baccalaureate students will wear it proudly. Graduating this afternoon will be those who have earned a Master's of Science degree in Family Nurse Practitioner or Nursing Education tracks. These graduates will take on roles in various patient settings and in institutions of higher education as well. Today's master's degree students wore their hood with their regalia at today's commencement ceremony. Now it's my pleasure to invite Todd Stritz to the podium to announce the names of our degree candidates and ask the stage party members who have roles in this part of our program to take their places.
We will begin today by recognizing those who have earned the Master of Science in Family Nurse Practitioner and Nursing Education, to be followed by those earning the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. We do have some of our graduates joining us virtually today, so we will be recognizing all of our graduates, although some will not be in attendance physically. Will the Master of Science degree candidates please line up and come forward as your name is called? Family and guests, I invite you to participate in our ceremony by standing when your graduate is presented with their nursing hood. Alyssa Scrimshire Best, Nursing Education. Oh, that's not you? Okay. Sorry. Alyssa would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Joel. Sarah Elizabeth Blair, Education. Karen Marie Burnett, Education. Karen would like to dedicate this achievement to her son, Austin. Michael John Burrows, Family Nurse Practitioner. Michael would like to dedicate this achievement to his wife, Amanda. Sugyoung Jean, Family Nurse Practitioner. Sung-Young would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Youngja Do, and spouse, Edward. Kristen Michelle Clayton, Family Nurse Practitioner. Kristen would like to dedicate this achievement to her grandmother, Eva. Patricia Diane Dugan, Family Nurse Practitioner. Luis Flores, Education. Ryan Nathaniel Fountain, Family Nurse Practitioner. Ryan would like to dedicate this achievement to his wife, Dana. Sheridan Elizabeth Fuller, Family Nurse Practitioner. Lacey Danielle Helmke, Education. Lacey would like to dedicate this achievement to her family, Mom, Kyle, Caleb, Luke, and Michaela. Stacy Lynn Ingram, Family Nurse Practitioner. Stacy would like to thank her parents, Susan and Jim, and dedicate this achievement to their twin children, Stella and Hayes. Hugh David Jones, Family Nurse Practitioner. Hugh would like to dedicate this achievement to his wife, Annie. Hugh has been selected to receive the Outstanding Graduate Student Award. The College of Nursing established this award to honor and encourage those graduate students whose academic achievements and current research display a high level of excellence and distinction. Christopher Edward Joyle, Education. Amanda May Klimacek, family nurse practitioner. Amanda would like to dedicate this achievement to her fiance, Andrew. Abigail Guyleen Lee, education. Abigail would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Mitchell. Mary Elizabeth Lubke, family nurse practitioner. Mary would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Robert. Ashley Renee Masters, education. Ashley would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Donna and Brett, her boyfriend, Michael, grandfather, Don, and Aunt Debbie. Tara Nicole Maxa, education. Tara would like to dedicate this achievement to her children, Paige, Corbin, Colin, and Brenner. Nicole Elaine Pahanish, education. Rebecca Leanne Parson, family nurse practitioner. Rebecca would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Nicholas. Angelique Pedraza, family nurse practitioner. Elizabeth Brooke Peary, family nurse practitioner. Ashley Marie Petrash, education. Ashley would like to dedicate this achievement to her spouse, Dustin, Aunt Paula, and parents, Pam and Randy. Ashley has also been selected to receive the Outstanding Graduate Student Award. The college seeks to recognize students of exceptional ability who show promise for significant future achievement. The Outstanding Graduate Student is a prime example of what it truly means to stand out as an exceptional student and represents the Aggie core values of respect, excellence, leadership, loyalty, integrity, and selfless service. Lauren Catherine Falzer, family nurse practitioner. Lauren would like to dedicate this achievement to her fiance, Matthew. Christina Madison Potts Rozlaznik, education. Christina would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Kyle, and parents, Cindy and Charles. Megan Frances Riley, family nurse practitioner. Megan would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Michael and Deborah. Catherine Elizabeth Richter, education. Catherine would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Trey, and sons, Sam and Will. Mario Alberto Rodriguez, family nurse practitioner. Rebecca Joy Simon, family nurse practitioner. Rebecca would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Andrew. Ann Hazel Thompson, family nurse practitioner. Lori Ann Verner, family nurse practitioner. Lori would like to dedicate this achievement to her uncle, Orville Hooks, 73, and father, Michael Hooks, 70. Lorena Petra Villolone Ariago, education. Lorena would like to dedicate this achievement to her spouse, Tracy. Cherokee Maury Wells, family nurse practitioner. Cherokee would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Philip. Katie Beth Wilkinson, education. Katie would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Matthew. Jennifer Lee Ruck, family nurse practitioner. Jennifer would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, family, and friends. You, John, family nurse practitioner. You would like to dedicate this achievement to her spouse, June G. Please join me in a round of applause for these new advanced practice nurses. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce the class of 2021 Baccalaureate graduates. The students will be receiving their nursing pins today from two of our professors, Dr. Elizabeth Wells-Beatty and Dr. Sherry Pullman, who have been selected today to assist in presenting the nursing pins. Students, please line up one row at a time and come forward to receive your nursing pin as I call your name. Again, we would like to invite our guests to participate in the ceremony by standing when your graduate receives their nursing pin. Jesse Majors Adamson. Jesse would like to dedicate this achievement to his wife, Danielle. Farah Alam Lopez. Alida Jocelyn Alanes. Claire Catherine Allen. I am pleased to announce that Claire, by a vote of both her professors and fellow classmates, has been selected for the coveted Hascarl Humanism in Nursing Award. This award is named in honor of Dr. W.F. Hascarl and his wife, Johnny, who lived in and served the Brenham, Texas community for over 90 years. Dr. Hascarl was passionate about hospice and palliative medicine. He deeply valued and respected the nurses who embodied compassion and clinical competency on a daily basis at the bedside of dying patients. This award does include a monetary gift. I wish to acknowledge the Hascarl family, Dr. Craig Borchardt, and the Board of Directors of the Hospice Brazos Valley Living Endowment for this generous gift. Victoria Lynn Badeo. Victoria would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Richard and Lisa Badia. Robin Kelly Barnett. Robin would like to dedicate this achievement to her father, David Barnett. Tamra Bissett Batts. Samantha Lynn Beecham. Samantha would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Jennifer Glass. Madison Isabel Bem. Madison would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Brent and Melissa. Eric Wayne Blackman. Alexandria Ann Briscoe. Alexandria would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Karen Hill. Danielle Marie Broman. Danielle would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Bill and Teresa. Madison Catherine Case. Madison would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Jenny and Billy, and sister McKenna. Erica Chapa Cantu. Erica would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Lionel. Mackenzie Denise Crittenden. Mackenzie would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Tina, and grandmother, Patricia Sedifsky. Colby Lance Kraus. Carly Jean Cummings. Carly would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Dixie. Andrea Christina Damian. Andrea would like to dedicate this achievement to her spouse, Michael. Matthew Dean Davis. Matthew would like to dedicate this achievement to his mother, Mary. Lauren Jillian DeLusk. Lauren would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Mike and Tammy. Nancy Lizette Diaz de la Rosa. Nancy would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Lucy. Brooke Deanne Dixon. Brooke would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Shelley. Kayla Ray Duffy. Kayla would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Nicole and Phil, and her boyfriend, Cody Griffin. Yasmin Evangelina, thank you. Elizondo, thank you. Yasmin would like to dedicate this achievement to their children, Ishmael and Natalia Castillo. Caleb Aaron Elliott. Caleb would like to dedicate this achievement to his wife, Kendall. Emma Victoria Irwin. Emma would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Heather. Amarachi Kate Awuzie. Amarachi would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Henry. Julia Fedko. Julia would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Ziggy and Maggie. Christina Elaine Fields. Krista would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Arlene. Natalie Ann Garcia. Jennifer Ann Garza. Jennifer would like to thank God for this achievement. Anna Marie Gibson. Anna would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Mark and Elaine. Tegan Lee Gill. Haley Lynn Goetti. Haley would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Linda and Greg. Gabrielle Claire Gonzalez. Gabrielle would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Mary and Joe. Sarah Elizabeth Grebe. Sarah would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Travis Grebe, and parents, Hattie and Jim Almager. Jaden Brooke Green. Jaden would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Kelsey Myers, and grandmother, Carolyn Weber. Elizabeth Ann Gregg. Elizabeth would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Diane Klunder. Elizabeth has been selected to receive the Dean's Excellence Award. The recipient of this award has exhibited consistent academic excellence throughout their time as a nursing student by ranking in the top 25% of the class and has reflected the philosophy of the college by a commitment to knowledge, discovery, and service. Beth is also receiving the Community Service Champion Award. This award is special because it is chosen entirely by the students. It recognizes a graduate who has shown outstanding service to the college, the nursing profession, and the community, and inspires others to make service as a central part of their lives. Shay Kinsey Gregson. Shay would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Sandra and Sam. Harley Michelle Gross. Kayla Marie Gilliott. Haley Elizabeth Henson. Haley would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Billie Jean Henson. Eric Allen Herbert. Eric would like to dedicate this achievement to his parents. Elizabeth Marie Hernandez. Elizabeth would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Gina. Yesenia Hernandez. Yesenia would like to dedicate this achievement to her spouse, Rudy. Catherine Joyce Hoffler. Catherine would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Beth and Jay. Megan Ann Holly. Megan would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Karen and James. Shannon Elizabeth Hunt. Shannon would like to dedicate this achievement to her grandfather, Bill Hunt. Jennifer Lynn Isom. Jennifer would like to dedicate this achievement to her spouse, Charles. Joshua Robert Jadlow. Joshua would like to dedicate this achievement to his mother, Duana. Rachel Marie Jacobson. Rachel would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Bo and Angelette. Peyton Chase Yonick. Peyton would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Ronnie and Allison. Fabian Jimenez. Fabian would like to dedicate this achievement to his father, Miguel. Fabian is receiving the College of Nursing Emerging Professional Award, which is determined by a vote of both faculty and students. This award is given to the student who demonstrated exemplary professionalism and leadership both in the classroom and in the clinical setting. Harry Ellison Jones. Brendan Patrick Kearney. Brendan would like to dedicate this achievement to his father, Noble. Carson Isabella Kelly. Carson would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Rick and Tanya. Amber Leanne Kimberly. Sarah Jewel King. Sarah would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Adam. Jennifer Lynn Kotzian. Jennifer would like to dedicate this achievement to her uncle, Lawrence Jerem, 59. Kathleen Elizabeth Koenig. Kathleen was also selected to receive the Dean's Excellence Award. The recipient of this award has exhibited consistent academic excellence throughout their time as a nursing student by ranking in the top 25% of the class and has reflected the philosophy of the college by a commitment to knowledge, discovery, and service. April Ann Ruiz Logtapon. Rachel Castillo Lauder. Rachel would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Blake. Christina Renee Long. Christina has been selected by her faculty to receive the Advancing the Profession Award. This award was established to recognize a student who has shown exceptional growth, creativity, and scholarship in the RN to BSN program. Cynthia Martinez. Cynthia would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Virginia Trevino. Esmeralda Martinez. Esmeralda would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Maria. Madeline Gibson Mabry. Madeline would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Mitch. Joshua Adam McBride. Joshua would like to dedicate this achievement to his deceased friend, William Siebert. Jacqueline Danielle Mendoza. Sydney Marie Metzinger. Sydney would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Tom and Vicki. Madison Nicole Meyer. Madison would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Tyler. Jose Manuel Mora Sands. Amber Marie Morgan. Emily Deanne Myers. Emily would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Michael and Leanne. Savannah Nowellars. Savannah would like to dedicate this achievement to her brother, Andrus. Savannah was also selected for the Dean's Excellence Award. The recipient of this award has exhibited consistent academic excellence throughout their time as a nursing student by ranking in the top 25% of the class and has reflected the philosophy of the college by a commitment to knowledge, discovery, and service. Maria Elizabeth Nowak. Maria would like to dedicate this achievement to her grandfather, Richard Nowak. Lucy Ann Parks. Lucy would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Ann and Larry. Dylan Wyatt Parsons. Dylan would like to dedicate this achievement to his mother, Donna. McLean Alyssa Powlick. McLean would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Lori. Michael Tyler Prater. Michael would like to dedicate this achievement to his mother, Martha. Melinda K. Pruitt. Melinda would like to dedicate this achievement to her husband, Sean, and daughters, Mackenzie and Jada. Michaela Ann Gore Pryor. Michaela would like to dedicate this achievement to her great-aunt, Mary Frances Crown. Lacey Elizabeth Purser. Lacey would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Donna and Brent. Diana Guadalupe Ramirez. Diana would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Alfrano and Alicia. Jessica Bay Ray. Jessica would like to dedicate this achievement to her fiancé, Michael. Samantha McKay Rice. Kirsten Bailey Rekwelme. Kirsten would like, clap. Kirsten would like to dedicate this achievement to her family. Jose Manuel Rodriguez. Jose would like to dedicate this achievement to his family. Sarah Katerina Rodriguez. Sarah would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Cheryl Rodriguez, RN. Brandy Michelle Rogers. Heather Iona Rogers. Sabrina Marie Romero. Sabrina would like to dedicate this achievement to her daughter, Ellen. Hannah Margaret Searby. Hannah would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Mary Ellen. Bobby Megan Shepard. Angela Dawn Shockey. Hope Lauren Spacek. Hope would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Jennifer. Sydney Stokes. Sydney would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Amy. Natalie Nicole Tran. Natalie would like to dedicate this achievement to her grandmother, Ruth. Abigail Lee Thompson. Abigail would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents. Benjamin Reed Tyler. Benjamin would like to dedicate this achievement to his wife, Fanny. Courtney Morgan Townsend. Courtney would like to dedicate this achievement to her father, Alan. Michelle Renee Valdez. Michelle would like to dedicate this achievement to her grandparent, Janet Valdez. Maria Teresa Volton. Maria would like to dedicate this achievement to her sister, Ann Volton, TAMU Nursing 17. Maria, hold on, don't leave yet. Maria was selected to receive the Daisy in Training Award. The Daisy Foundation, as part of its service to the nursing profession's role in patient care, established this student award to provide colleges of nursing a national program to recognize those students who show extraordinary care and compassion to their patients. Katie Michelle Wagner. Haley Elizabeth Wagner. Haley would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, Tom and Jean. Amanda Elaine Weiss. Emily Kate Welch. Emily would like to dedicate this achievement to her parents, in-laws, and husband. Kara Ann Williams. Kara would like to receive her nursing pin in honor of her best friend, Victoria Walker, who always believed in her and taught her what it means to be an Aggie. Braden Lee Fields Wise. Braden would like to thank his fiancée and entire family for loving and supporting him on this journey. Jared Allen Weiser. Jared would like to dedicate this achievement to his parents, Shannon and Wendy. Cassidy Leanne Whitman. Cassidy would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Mary. Micah Angela Wood Herman. Tessa Jean Woods. Tessa would like to dedicate this achievement to her mother, Deborah. Kyle Michael Savaya. Kyle would like to dedicate this achievement to his parents, David and Cynthia. Let's show our enthusiasm for all of the students who have worked so hard to reach this point in graduation. It is now my pleasure to invite a special student to the podium from the MSN class. Hugh Jones will share some insights and memories of his time in the college.
Howdy. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We did it. We did it. It's an honor to speak on behalf of the Texas A&M University Family Nurse Practitioner Spring 2021 cohort, the best cohort to run through Texas A&M. We would all like to thank the instructors, professors, preceptors, and even the clinical simulation participants that prepared us to enter into our role as a nurse practitioner. If I could sum up all the great qualities in this group of nurses into one word, I would say resilient. Many of us started this program working as a full-time registered nurse. This took the better part, we were registered nurses in a COVID time. We had to find a balance between studies, work, recreation, and family time. This took the better part of 1 to 2 years to perfect, with all of us telling ourselves over and over again, we've got this. Then came the COVID pandemic. We all were in our first clinical rotation when this happened. We could have folded our cards, given up, and said, this just isn't for us. However, this group right here showed physical and mental endurance that is seen throughout the nurse practitioner profession. We all adjusted, found new clinical sites that would accept students, and continue to excel in our schoolwork. Mind you, we also were facing increasing stress at our job while keeping our family safe at home. Resilience was our mantra. This should be no surprise to anyone in this room, though. We are all a direct reflection of Texas A&M University. The core values of excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service shine brightly through each and every one of us. Amidst this global pandemic, uncertainty in the future of healthcare, and the lack of access to a reliable healthcare provider, have no fear. This entire group is ready to tackle these burdens and change the future for the better. As we embark on this journey in our lives, I want to reflect on a quote by the distinguished Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Today marks the start of our journey to greatness in the nurse practitioner profession. Let's keep our Aggie core values at heart, continue our resiliency, and have a legacy that, when all is said and done, reflects a Texas A&M prepared family nurse practitioner. Thank you, and gig 'em.
So normally we have something that says thank you for your warm remarks and learned more experiences, but I think at this point we've learned more about the Texas A&M tradition, the code, and also I think the influence in some extent to Dr. Pulliam early in the graduate program for reinforcing Aggie core values and traditions. So thank you for that. Now I'd like to invite Madeline Maybury to the stage to present a response on behalf of the Round Rock Bachelor of Science graduates.
Honestly, it's hard to go after that, but welcome. Congratulations, y'all. When Carly sent her countdown to when we would be done with school on the first day of school, it was really hard to imagine being here, having crossed the stage, and having our second diploma in hand. The past 18 months have been wild, to say the least. I'm sure if you asked anyone who has finished an accelerated BSN program, they would say the same for their experience. But they didn't begin school, enter a pandemic, endure Castle Branch, crash Zoom, live through SNOVA 2021, or capstone placement communications. But Hercules, we're here, we did it. So throughout school, our view of nursing has really expanded from the idea that nurses are trusted professionals at the bedside, always ready to take your vitals, to what nursing really is, which is compassionate servants prepared to educate and empower their patients to take control of their health. We're advocates, we are team contributors, we are masters at self-care through happy hour, we embody the Aggie core values, and like you said, by and large, we are resilient. Last January, we were figuring out how to take tests where all the answers are right, but you just have to choose the one that is the most right for that patient at that time without including anything else that you might dream up about that patient to help you answer the question. And then in February, we participated in an event called Disaster Day, when we were chosen as the cohort to get moulaged, be the people that got to be made up and be the victims for the day and not have to do schoolwork. We really thought we were the lucky ones. And hours spent getting made up and playing dress up and not having any responsibility, that truly could have been not a better thing to tell us, but little did we know. A few weeks later, when we were blissfully enjoying our second week of spring break, also while panicking about farms still, Disaster Day 2020 set the stage for the remainder of the year and became our actual reality. But because we had time to bond over our ability to take a blood pressure while also accidentally pinching our SP, we banded together and began flexing our muscles of resiliency. No, we still didn't have our con polos to soak up our tears after hours and hours of Zoom calls and evidence-based research. But we did have one another. And if we learned one thing from this program that will set us up for the real world, don't worry, Dr. Dormeyer, there's been more than one, but we will succeed in not leaving any nurse behind. Whether it is a class calendar to keep track of assignments, a group me full of reminders, or Miles, the class cheerleader, we have held each other above water even when it felt like we ourselves were barely staying afloat. We've had lots to celebrate over the course of our program. We've had engagements, babies, celebrating being cancer-free. We've had job acceptances, puppies, and of course, peaches, to remind us of life outside of school. But we have been brought low by the realities of a pandemic, losses of loved ones, and the hardships that nurses all over the world are and still are enduring. Yet we have been steadfast in our goal to join the front lines and fight for better health outcomes, for patient safety, for opportunities given to those predisposed to health disparities. We continue in our willingness to learn so that we can make a difference for someone else. That is what makes our cohort unique. I can't say enough to thank our professors. We know nothing without you, but y'all truly taught us more than just the curriculum. You modeled excellent nursing care and how you devoted time and energy to ensure our success. You frequently reminded us about the importance of self-care when we thought it was truly impossible. You taught us that enchiladas are a food group in themselves, and how to be emotional and cry over patients, and that wearing funky hats is a way to promote compliance in pediatric patients. If we haven't said it before, thank you. Though our classes are over, and we don't have to worry about whether security will give us a parking ticket any longer, we have made memories, we have grown together, and we have forged friendships in a way that only rolling down a hill on a gurney can create. We have learned from one another, enriching our experiences and widening our perspectives. We are better because of one another. Round Rock Accelerated BSN Class of 2021, the countdown is over. We did it! Congratulations.
Thank you. And now I'd like to invite Joss McBride to the stage to present our response on behalf of the Bryan College Station Bachelor of Science graduates.
Just as a warning, I do tend to project. Howdy! It is absolutely astounding to me that we are all here today to celebrate such a momentous occasion. It is not beyond consideration that any of us might not have weathered the trials and tribulations of such a strict and difficult curriculum. And the irony that a pandemic should sweep through during such an arduous journey edges on the fringe of maddening hilarity. Perhaps we all might take a moment now to chuckle quietly to ourselves, chuckle so as to stifle back the tears of so much unrelenting calamity. But the humor of a pandemic is not so easily understood when elucidated through the eyes of a group of nursing students, eyes that watched through cracked doors as the world coughed and sputtered and saw firsthand what kind of horrors Mother Nature was capable of conjuring. As we braved new horizons, we felt the steady hands of our teachers and faculty brace us for each new impossible reality. The difficulty of nursing school was bested through computer screens, through faces made of eyes with no mouths to smile. We were a generation of masked nurses, forcing ourselves to grin through arched eyebrows and keeping hope alive in quiet embraces of elbows touched or gentle waves traded across a sea of indifference. I know that for a lot of you, you expected my speech to have humor or to be soaked in a certain sarcasm which peppers many of my engagements. Perhaps this is the reason I was chosen by the class to give this speech. I sat at my desk for many hours, thinking about how to add humor or make light of the journey that all of us have undertaken and now bested. And I could find no greater humor or joy than in the realization that all of us are here now, inside of a room, celebrating the fact that our lives will now be a symbol for the light of Nightingale's lamp, shining brightly with the hope that mends the lives of those who suffer. I think back to that first day of real nursing school, sitting in the back of clinicals trying to make sense of a it's blood pressure cuff. And as I tried desperately to learn its appropriate pronunciation, I remember feeling overwhelmed by a complete sense of inadequacy. It was one thing to learn the pronunciation, but to actually use the godforsaken thing? How many hours I spent trying to hear noises that felt fainter than a ghost's whisper. How many friends who lost all feeling in their fingers for minutes at a time while I desperately asked my professors, am I doing this right? And then putting on sterile gloves. The simple task of slipping 5 fingers into a nitrile suit, the greatest horror and misery I had known until that point. There is no greater tragedy than wanting desperately to help someone in pain or danger and to be stymied by an inability to dress one's hands in the appropriate garment. Could any of us have ever guessed during our long conversations about how application of hand sanitizer might aid in the drying process of our hands so as to more easily slip on those dastardly gloves, that we would be here, sitting in this room, contemplating a future where gloves don't constitute an endless stream of tears? I didn't. I couldn't predict that some of my best friends would stand next to me as I delivered compression after compression into a still beating chest until the doctor grabbed my shoulder and told me to stop. I couldn't imagine that we would collectively survive a pandemic and would learn its intricacies from a first-hand perspective, watching the medical community adapt and overcome a seemingly impossible challenge. We are among the very first of the nursing population to deliver the COVID-19 vaccine, and we did so shoulder to shoulder, with smiles and small refrains as to the possible side effects. In each of our eyes, you can see that burning resolve, those endless waves of a can-do attitude, and a need to help anyone who suffers. In these eyes, in these hearts, in this class, that's where you'll find the humor of the COVID-19 pandemic. You find it in those warm moments where tears are traded for laughter, where sadness is understood, and the history of a patient's life is remembered and regarded in each action we take to better the next. The humor of this pandemic is not shared through any joke I might have written in conceiving this speech, but is instead in the great chuckle of our victory. Each of us carries that punchline deep in our hearts, and we will forever be waiting to share that laugh with a world so desperately in need of it. Thank you.
And it's now my pleasure to invite Shannon Hunt to the podium to present the class gift.
Howdy. Let's give another round of applause for our speakers who so adequately said exactly how we have felt. Faculty, staff, and invited guests, I am honored as a member of the Texas A&M nursing community to present a gift in the 2021 graduating classes. This gift is just one way that we would like to show our gratitude towards the College of Nursing. I know I speak for myself and my fellow graduates when I say the faculty and staff who have shaped us into the professionals we are today make this institution a special place. The Texas A&M College of Nursing has provided each of us with an exceptional education and support during such an uncertain, unprecedented year filled with unexpected challenges. As we sit here filled with confidence, courage, and wisdom, it is our honor to say thank you for preparing each of us to join the nursing profession. To express our appreciation, we present the College of Nursing a $1,000 donation to support the Student Emergency Fund. This was created to assist students with unanticipated, difficult situations that arise during their education in the College of Nursing. Because all Aggies value supporting one another, we hope these funds can help students get back on a path of success. On behalf of the graduating class of 2021, it is with my deepest gratitude that we present this gift for the future Aggies of the College of Nursing. Thanks and Gig'em.
Thank you. I think one of the things that we heard in the speeches is something we really haven't acknowledged is there's always horror stories about nursing school. You have all shared many of them, I'm sure, amongst yourselves. I'm sure if you asked the faculty, we would have stories of our own days before the internet existed. But the one thing that I think there were some commonalities was talking about that adherence to a code of values, to a core beliefs of continuing to demonstrate resilience and continuing to demonstrate ongoing effort in spite of those challenges. I think that's something to acknowledge in the accomplishments that you've had. You have faced basically an entire reshuffling of your educational program into online modalities, changing clinical structures, and there's been a lot of challenges that you've faced, and you've been able to do it successfully, or you would not be here today. So I think that should be acknowledged, and hopefully those values are things that you can carry through into your profession as well. And now at this point in time, I would like to lead our graduates in reciting the nursing pledge. The pledge of professional nursing that our graduates are about to recite is our promise to our patients and our professions. It's a contract with ourselves that holds us accountable to our calling. When we face challenges or disappointments, it can serve as a beacon to help us find our way back to our nursing values. Will the College of Nursing class of 2021 please rise? I would also invite all registered nurses that are in the audience and on stage to also rise and join us in reciting the pledge with the graduates. The pledge can be found on the back of your program. In full knowledge of the obligations I'm undertaking, I promise I will respect the dignity of the patients under my care. Holding in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping in the practice of my profession of nursing. I will use my skill and knowledge without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status. To care for those who are ill wherever they may be and whenever they are in need. I will devote myself to the welfare of my patients and their families. And take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I promise to work with other members of the healthcare team in an atmosphere of mutual respect and consideration. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing. And to use them wisely to maintain the highest standards of my profession. Please be seated. I started off as a history major. It's a long story of how I wound up in nursing, let alone in this role here. So it's one of those pathways and journeys, and it's going to be a bit of a different journey for everyone. And for each day of my career, I've really been honored to be a nurse and to now be a practitioner and be able to care for patients when they're at their most vulnerable. As you leave here today, I hope that you continue to live those Aggie core values that we heard reflected in the talks and the speeches of others today. Today is a stepping stone. It's the first step of a journey, and you never know where that journey is going to take you. You're on a path to greatness in one of the most trusted and noble professions we have. At this point, I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2021. And at this point, I'd like to thank you all for attending this important event in the lives of our students, of you as their families and friends, and the faculty and staff. And we'd like to invite you to please feel free to take photos after the ceremony. Thank you and congratulations again.